You too, what's good? So, as you probably have known by now, we have a new president-elect, Donald Trump. Every day I turn on the TV, I swear I see something different about him, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. But it's just like, I'm baffled as to how we got to this point. He did not get my vote, and he didn't get my vote. But no, it's like, I think when it all started and the election started, the world was like, oh, Donald Trump's running, it's a joke, fun, like, he's not gonna go anywhere. We started with like 10 Republican nominees, and somehow it got down to the end, it was Donald Trump, and then all of a sudden the country's like, shoot, what do we do? And it's like, I don't completely understand how we got here. I'm sure there's a lot of Americans who don't understand how we got here. But on the other hand, there's a lot of Americans who are like, finally, a president we can trust. And they actually say those words, a president we can trust. And I'm like, have you heard the stuff that comes out of this man's mouth? Or are you just like, oh, like, really? Have you heard him? And yeah, there's a lot of things we can say that, yeah, we can trust him for what he does, but I think he won on one factor and one factor alone. It wasn't trust. It was, you're not a politician, to be totally honest. And because if you actually listen to stuff that he says or things that he's for, it's like, yeah, you may have not liked everything that Hillary was for, or you may have thought she was crooked, whatever the case may be, but you have this man who blatantly just disrespects Americans. Just Americans in general, whether gay, straight, whatever, different religious beliefs, disabled Americans, vets, like, you have all these people that he just outright disrespects, but you can trust that. I'm like, I can't trust anyone that's gonna treat my fellow American that way. It's like, his big issue is immigrants and how he's going to send immigrants back and build a wall and all this stuff. And I'm just thinking, does anyone remember how we got America? Awkward. We stole it from Indians and said we found new land. And I'm like, we were once the immigrants here. The nation was built on immigrants from London, from other areas across the ocean. You've got the Caribbean represented. Like, we were all immigrants at one point here, and all of a sudden now that it's our nation and this, that, and the other, we want to treat people as if they don't belong, and it was founded on a country full of people that didn't belong here. Like, even looking at the current situation in North Dakota, it's like, are you serious? Are we really going back to 1960 and spraying people with water hoses? Like, I thought we were a nation of change and a nation of tolerance and being better and making America great again. But yet we're hosing people down, and just for what? For a piece of land, oil, and you ran them out of their country anyways, but you want to make America great again. If this is how we're making America great again, by hosing Native Americans and mocking disabled people and building walls to not allow people in, I don't know if this is the America that looks so great to you. And if this is your version of greatness, we've got a lot of work to do to get back to where we are. And it's like, he blatantly says these things out loud, and he does these things out loud, and you cheer it on, and it's, I'm like, really? Like, America, we are great. We are the greatest nation that exists. But with this kind of behavior, we're quickly becoming the laughingstock of the rest of the world, to the point where other nations are like, oh, America, what are you doing? And I'm over here like, ooh, America, what are we doing? I mean, he is president-elect. I don't think everyone should be protesting and going like, oh, Donald Trump. He's president-elect. This is where we've gotten ourselves. Give him a shot. I mean, at this point, it's kind of like shooting. It would be shooting the pilot of your plane that you're on. Why would you, at this point, want him to fail? because therefore you are failing with him. For selfish reasons, I want him to be the best president ever. Like, I need you to be the best. Like, you need to be the best when it comes to foreign policy, when it comes to the debt, when it comes to laws about whatever. I want you to be the best at this point. Like, you're embarrassing America. Like, you are our new standard, and I pray to God you are an amazing standard, because woo, if you mess us up, got 4 years of it, like, because they're not gonna impeach him, so we got 4 years of this. So at this point, I hope you are gonna make America great again, and do right by all types of people, and not just one race or one nationality. Like, I hope you do right by Christians, by Muslims, by disabled and vets, and the LGBTQ community. Like, I hope you are amazingly great to all of us, and treat us with the dignity and respect that hopefully we will treat you. We'll see what happens, I guess. I mean, good luck to you, and I hope you are the best. But I think it all started off as a joke. Some days I don't even know if he genuinely realizes that what he's gotten himself into. I think he just thought it was a giant game of Monopoly and something he could win. I don't think he realized there really was no grand prize in this except running the nation. There is no cash payout here. But yeah, it's like, but while we're here, while we're talking about Donald Trump, does he really plan on living in New York and just causing all those taxpayers like all that money? I think it's like, what, something like $1 million a day, I think I heard, for him to stay in New York if he stays as president. Like, we provide you with a giant white house to live in, and we pay you, like, and it's already equipped with the security that you need. Why would you just cause more headache? Like, pack your family up, let's get Melania and Lil Baron and tell them to pack a suitcase, let's move into the White House, let's go ahead and be about it, okay? Like, not time to be spoiled. You can be spoiled in 4 years, but you've asked for this, so now you need to be a trooper and be American. That's all I got for you. Later, YouTube.